What is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? So ESPN just dropped their yearly top 100 list for the players next season. So it's actually a little bit different this year. Usually it's on ESPN Plus, and it's funny because I'll end up buying an ESPN Plus subscription just for this month, just to read this article for you guys. But this year, it's free for everybody. I don't know if maybe it was only on ESPN Plus like the day they were dropping it and then they took it off. But yeah, it's not on ESPN Plus this year, which is kind of nice of them. Like always, I will leave a link to this in the description below. Last year had some very controversial stuff. Like from what I remember, they were very high on Tyler Hero, very low on DeMar DeRozan. And this is pretty much what they're predicting these players to be this season. At the end of the 2022 season, how are they going to look? I'm sure we'll react to this at the end of the season. But yeah, we can get into this. So, Norman Powell at 100. Wow, that seems kind of low. I mean, like, I can't criticize this yet because I have no idea who's in front of him or behind him, but I would probably take him in front of Gallo, for being honest. But I think they do this off a scale, right? Thought they did. So Gallo, okay. Steven Adams, yeah, I think I'm still taking Norman Powell over Steven Adams. I feel like he regressed pretty hard last year, or pretty poorly. Will Barden, Jalen Green at 96. See, that's weird because I feel like you either don't rank Jalen Green at all, but you think Jalen Green, like, I feel like he's gonna have a good rookie season. So I don't know. But like, this is weird because like obviously Jalen Green can have like slightly worse of a season than Norman Powell, and I think that could be expected due to one being a veteran that just got paid $90 million and one that's a 19-year-old rookie. But what if they have like, what if Norman Powell's like slightly better and they put Green in front? Is that because Green's younger and a rookie? Are they calculating that, or is it just based off skill at the end of the year? Because at the end of the year, I feel like Norman, unless Green averages like 20 points per year, which could happen. All right, maybe, I don't know. We'll get into this. Kevin Huerter. See, like, okay, do we think Kevin Huerter is going to be better than Jalen Green at the end of the year? I don't think so. Do we think Kevin Huerter is going to be better than Norman Powell at the end of the year? I don't think so. Norman Powell seems kind of low. Jonas, that also seems low at 94, because I'd much rather have Jonas Valanciunas than Mitchell Robinson, because Mitchell Robinson was ranked last year. He gets hurt I don't know. I want to see a full healthy season for Mitchell Robinson before I'm like, yeah, that's a top 93 guy in the league. Okay, maybe that's a fair assessment, but Jonas seems low, Jalen Green seems low, and Norman Powell seems low at the moment. Duncan Robinson, that seems low, because then you have Joe Harris pretty high last year, and Robinson's better at that role than Joe Harris. All right, Derrick Rose at 91. Okay, Jordan Clarkson at 90, 6 man of the year. That seems very low. That seems low. Rocco at 89. Okay, Seth Curry, Miles Bridges. To be honest, Jordan Clarkson's better than Miles Bridges. Norman Powell's probably better than Miles Bridges. I think Jalen Green will have a better year. I don't know. Like, he could have like a breakout year this year, but it's gonna be tough because he's like the fourth option on offense with Hayward, Rozier, and LaMelo. It'll be tough. Devontae Graham, I don't know. I feel like Green, maybe, I don't know. That seems kind of high. John Wall at 85. I'm fine with that. We'll see if he even plays this year and what team he is on. 84, Darius Garland. Okay. 83, DeJounte Murray. 82, Larry Markkinen. Do we really think Larry Markkinen's going to have a better year than like Jonas Valanciunas or Norman Powell? That's tough. Even Garland on the same team. Rozier at 81. That seems low. Rozier's damn good. He's underrated. Karis LeVert at 80. I think LeVert's going to be better than that at the end of the year. Tim Hardaway Jr. at 79. Dylan Brooks at 78. Wiggins at 77. I don't really have a problem with any of these recent ones yet. Kate at 76. Joe Harris at 75. Okay. Yeah, don't like that. I would not have Joe Harris in front of Valanciunas, Powell, Jalen Green, Cade Cunningham, Terry Rozier. No, absolutely not. And then who's the other guy? Karis LeVert? No. Even Tim Hardaway Jr. Because, I don't know, Joe Harris is good, but like Duncan Robinson, I feel like he's the same player. Like, obviously he's there for one thing, and to be an elite three-point shooter, which they both are, but I feel like Duncan Robinson's better than Joe Harris, and I think Duncan Robinson's better off the ball as well, and played better in the playoffs. Nurkic, wow. Nurkic is, what, like 20 spots in front of Valanciunas? Hello? I don't agree with that. I don't think Nurkic, we're not going to see what he once was in like 2017. Halliburton at 73, you know I love him. OG at 72, that seems kind of low. Jaren Jackson Jr. All right. Kemba, I love Kemba. He's a Knick this year. I don't think he has a better season than some of the guys we just mentioned. Like, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Jaren Jackson Jr., Terry Rozier, all, like, both Karis LeVert have better years than Kemba Walker. I think Kemba Walker will be fine in New York. He dropped 22 spots. Just seems a little high. Aaron Gordon also seems a little high. I think Terry Rozier's a better player. I think Karis LeVert's a better player, but I think Aaron Gordon's fine around there. Dinwiddie at 68. Okay, he was 49 last year, but obviously he didn't play. Bojan. What's the difference between Bojan and Terry Rozier? Not a lot. Not a lot. Mikal Bridges, okay. Love me some Mikal. Malcolm Brogdon. Bogey in front of Malcolm Brogdon at the end of the year. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see Bogey in front of a lot of the people we just mentioned, like LeVert. Even like Tim Hardaway Jr. Wouldn't have. Devo at 63. I'm fine with that. Ingles at 62. Okay. Allen at 61. Wood at 60. That seems fairly low. He dropped 5 spots after his like breakout year. Interesting. So they think, yeah, I guess he's going to be the 60th best player at the end of the year. Sexton at 59. Gordon Hayward at 58. Okay, I don't have a problem with some of these. Lonzo in front of Gordon Hayward. That's tough. I don't even know if Lonzo's got a better year than LeVert or Rozier, or even Garland. But I'm fine with Lonzo top 60. Van Vliet, that seems low. Capella, fine with that. Collins that far in front of Jaren Jackson Jr. is a little questionable. Jeremy Grant. Yeah, no, I'm fine with that. Anthony Edwards at 52. Should he be higher? Maybe. We'll see. Buddy Hield at 51 as... you just heard my computer go off. I mean, Buddy Hield's really... I think Buddy Hield's maybe a little bit underrated. They're projecting Buddy Hield to have a big year. I just don't think I would put Buddy Hield in front of some of the guys that we have mentioned. Nah. I don't think I would. And then that is it for this ranking. So now I got to find, I think it's like 50 to 26 will be up here. Of course not. You'd think it would be easy to find that. Here we go. 50 to 26. Let's see what we got. All right, Google. All right, so here we go. We know we're going to have Draymond, Ja, and Ben Simmons in this list. Coming up at 50, we have KP. Okay. Smart at 49. I had Smart at 37 last year. You know Smart's really good. You know how valuable he is on defense. I just don't think I would have him. 49, you know, maybe that's fair. Mike Conley at 48. Okay. LaMelo at 47. Tobias at 46. DeMar at 45. Hey, he's gone up 37 spots from last year. Yeah, they were very low on him last year. Miles Turner, no. I mean, they're projecting a big season for Miles Turner. I just don't think he's top 40 like that. Or top, like, 50, I should say. Like, I'd probably put Jaren Jackson Jr. in front of him. Honestly, there's a good case I have Jonas Valanciunas, who's 50 spots lower, that he could be a better player than Miles Turner at the end of the year. So, and Clint Capella. What? Clint Capella behind Miles Turner? I disagree with that one. Kyle Lowry at 43. Okay. Randall at 42. Interesting. I'm surprised Randall maybe didn't crack the top 35 after his pretty elite year last year. He was an All-NBA second-team member. That's pretty damn good. All right, 42 does seem a little low. I also noticed no RJ Barrett on this list. What? Mitchell Robinson over RJ Barrett. So I'm not even being a Knicks bias here because I'm shitting on a Knick that was in the top 100 for one that wasn't. Yeah, that's stupid. That is flat out stupid because RJ Barrett I think is going to be the second best Knick this year behind Randall. And you had Kemba at what, 50? Ooh. Ooh, and you had DeRozan here as well. Stupid. Flat out stupid. Do we really think Joe Harris is better than RJ Barrett? Maybe I'm being biased there. Michael Porter Jr. at 41. He's my most improved player pick. Domantas Sabonis at 40. Two-time All-Star. Vooch at 39. Siakam at 38. Dropping 14 spots. Damn, they don't think Siakam's going to maybe have a good year without Kyle Lowry. Okay. Draymond at 37. I'm fine with that. I'm a big Draymond fan of his game. Shea at 36. About where he was last year. Aiden in front of Shea. You know how I've always felt about that. Any redraft, I'm still taking Shea 10 times out of 10. De'Aaron Fox at 34. Stays from where he was last year. Ooh, Levine in front of Fox. That's an interesting one. Levine going up, 23 spots? Feel that. Clay at 32. We'll see Clay when he comes back. It's nice that we're actually going to see Clay this year. Knock on wood. Next up, we have John Morant at 31. Staying where he was last year. CJ at 30. All right. Russ at 29. I don't know why, but that seems kind of low. Like, I feel like that's low for Russ. I would say so. Like, I think I would take Russ over Ben Simmons. And I'm a big Ben. Well, it depends how your team's constructed. If it was like the Lakers this year, then I'd probably rather have Ben Simmons to be like that front court with AD. But if it's like the Sixers, I'd probably have Russ on that team than Ben Simmons. So, it's tough. But Simmons drops 12 spots. Jaylen Brown. All right, like the Jaylen Brown respect at 27. And Ingram in front of these guys. Okay. I know that's controversial. I actually think like Brandon Ingram, it's crazy because like once he broke out in 2019, 2020, one most improved, everybody was like, all right, yeah, future star. last season, he had just as good of a year. I just went over this in my top 25 under 25 list. He had just good of a season last year than he did in his breakout year. And people were kind of like brushing him under the rug. He wasn't an all-star. I don't know. Brandon Ingram, I think he's going to be fine going forward. I know they dropped this daily, like different sections from 100 to 51, 50 to 20, 6. But why can't they just, like, after it's done, make just one big list? I don't know. So we have 25 to 6 now. We have Rudy Gobert at 25. I mean, he's won 3 Defensive Player of the Years. I could get behind that. We have Cat at 24. Zion at 23. Does Zion feel low? I think I'm fine with this so far. Drew Holiday. Love the Drew Holiday respect. Bam at 21. Bam in front of Gobert and Cat. Okay. We'll see. Kyrie at 20. I saw this one on Twitter. Seems a little low because I know Devin Booker and Mike Mitchell are in front of him, and I would still take Kyrie over those 2 players. Middleton, I like Chris Middleton a lot. Hey, NBA champion Chris Middleton, but I'm taking Kyrie over him this season. Donovan Mitchell, probably taking Kyrie. Trae Young, taking Kyrie. Jimmy Butler, I might take Jimmy. Devin Booker, taking Kyrie, but Trae, yeah. I mean, if I'm ranking Donovan Mitchell, Trae, Jimmy, and Butler, I'd probably just put Jimmy in front of Booker. I said Jimmy, then Butler. I'd put Butler in front of Booker, and then it'd be kind of straight down. Tatum at 14. That seems kind of low. I thought he'd be like around 11 or 12. So let's see who's in front of him. Chris Paul, no. I mean, Chris Paul's great. He led the Suns to the championship. He was phenomenal last year. He was a top 15 guy. I just think at the end of the year, Tatum is getting better. Chris Paul's getting older. Come on. This isn't rocket science here. 12, Paul George. He's going to have a big year. Going to have a very big year. Bradley Beal at 11. That seems high. That seems a little high. I would have Paul George in front of him. I'd have Jason Tatum in front of him. I would have Jimmy Butler in front of him. And then maybe Chris Paul. So Bradley Beal at 11 seems a little high, but he's going to have a big year for the Wizards. So that may happen. I'm kind of looking at this like right now. It's tough predicting at the end of the year. They should just do this for right now. Harden at 10. Wow. AD in front of Harden. I predicted Harden 9 last year. I disagree with that. I think Harden's still like a top 7 guy in the league. 80 at 9. I'd flip him. They had 80 at 2 last year. Yes, that's what I was mad about last year. That was stupid. I said it was stupid at the time. And just don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Lillard at 8. About where he's going to be. Embiid at 7. Same thing. Wow, they had him 14 last year? What? So that's stupid. Jokic at 6. He was just MVP. Fine with that. Around him, Lillard, and Embiid. That's pretty much my top 10 ranking. If you watch that video. I have to go to a new list for 5 to 1. Are you kidding me? All right, here we go. List 5 to 1. Let's see what we got. We have 5 Curry. So they're not ranking Kawhi, or is Kawhi 4? No, they're not ranking Kawhi because Luka's going to be in there. So they're not ranking Kawhi. Interesting. But they ranked Dinwiddie last year. Okay. So we have Steph at 5. Luka at 4. All right, who's at 3? LeBron at 3. All right. He was number 1 last year. Giannis at 2, and that means KD is at 1. I have KD as my best player in the league, so I'm fine with that. I'm fine with the top 3 being how it is. I think those are the consensus top 3 guys in the league. And I think the consensus number 4 is Curry. And I think Luka's just about there at 5. In my ranking, I actually had Luka at 5. And then I had, Kawhi would be 5, Luka would be 6 if Kawhi was healthy. So, yeah, honestly, there's some dumb parts of this list. But, you're making a top 100 list. There's bound to be some dumb parts, right? It's not going to be perfect. I actually don't think it was terrible. I think last year's was so much worse. But hey, we're going to be reacting to this at the end of the year, and we're going to see. Now, I might be too nice, and this may be a lot worse than I'm saying. But yeah, there was stuff I disagree with, like Rozier being low, Robinson being high, no RJ Barrett, Joe Harris being high. I also thought Kyrie was too low. Bradley Beal was too high. There's plenty of things I disagreed with. I just think maybe it wasn't as bad as last year. Last year was bad. This year, I think it got a little better. So yeah, that's it for me. Thank you all for watching. I love you guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.